So viewers, the day that we've all been waiting for, Brian Munango here. We are at Target Gamebox Stadium. It's a wonderful Friday and we're getting ready for a very big match. One tier country, Italy, are here and they're taking on our team, Namibia, in preparations for the Africa Cup. So it's about to get very, very exciting. A quite very strong team from Italy that's been sent here. They'll be playing in South Africa next week against the Springboks as well. And we have another big surprise, a big prize that will be given out today, the ultimate rugby experience where you can win 2 tickets to the game in South Africa, flights, everything included. So you guys will have to stay tuned. We'll be announcing that right before the match starts. So join us here at Gingok Stadium. Come enjoy the match, and we'll be seeing you right here. So tune in. The match is about to start, and we are very excited. We're joined by Gonzalo, head coach of Italy, that will be playing here against Namibia tomorrow. A big game. Coach, just tell us before we talk about the match, how has the conditioning been going and how are you enjoying your time in Namibia?
Yeah, really, sorry for that. Really enjoying our time here. For so many of us, first time in Namibia. I played against Namibia in World Cups, and I have some ex-players from Namibia that are good friends, but it was my first time here in Windhoek, so super happy for me and for all the guys that are discovering the rugby, the city, the country, the culture, and it was good. The only part that was tough was the altitude. We felt it in training. The guys didn't know how much it will affect us, but we can feel it. So we know that tomorrow will be tough, fitness-wise, for the lungs. But honestly, amazing. Really excited to play here and to have this kind of experiences of playing in countries that are not those that used to receive tier 1 countries. I think is for us an opportunity to show respect and that we are all in the same boat trying to develop ourselves.
Okay, speaking of tier 1 countries, it's the first time we've had you guys here in a very long time. So just tell us, looking at the team selection, what was the thought behind the team that you have put together? I mean, you obviously have South Africa at the back of your head as well.
Honestly, my head is 100% on this Namibian first time against Namibia.
Okay.
Because it's been the guys that played like 5 weeks ago is the guy that played the game closest to now. Is from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 weeks without playing. So we know that it will be tough to get into the game, to have the pace of the game. So what we try to do is to put a lot of experience combined with some new players. We left, as you might know, at least 10 players that are used to be first picks. There's 2 players like Capozzo, Garbizi, Mlamaro, Ruzza, Brex, Pashredo, well, a lot of players that stayed at home. And for us it's an opportunity to have a structured team, but also to give some game time to guys that are not used to this level. But not only against Namibia, we will do the same next week. South Africa is not, because one is stronger than the other. So the main goal for us is to make sure that even if it's so many weeks without playing, that we can quickly get into the rhythm of the game. I know it won't be perfect, but I hope that we can make a good game.
Okay,
Coach, speaking of the game, what are you expecting from Namibia tomorrow?
I'm expecting a really proud team playing at home against a team that they played last time in the World Cup. But in the last 3 games between Namibia and Italy here, 2 wins from Namibia, 1 win from Italy. So in this soil, Namibia is in front of Italy, and I think that we know that they're going to be strong. We've been watching their games of last year. We've been watching their games. We came here to watch a game last week also. We were already here with the coaches. So we know that they can be super physical. They have some players that are really good. Like us, I think maybe they won't be super prepared because some changes been done. They didn't play for a while. So I think in that thing we will be both in the same position with a first game after some time. a little advantage for Namibia because they played this game against Uganda and then Pumas, so they have a couple of games here to prepare for this one. Well, we arrived from zero, but I expect a lot of pride, a lot of physicality, a team that will be tough to stop, that will be really aggressive on contact, and that will put their hearts out there to make their crowd and their people proud. So we're ready for a big game from them.
Thank you, coach.
Okay, one more question before I let you leave. I think a lot of Namibians were surprised not to see Ang Kaputso on the squad list. Was it also just the same as with the other guys to just leave him in Italy?
Unfortunately, we have a lot of players that in the last 2 years they played too much. A lot of our players don't play in Italy, they played in France or in England, and they are exposed to so much game time and short pre-seasons, no rest, no pre-season, play. And we find ourselves with a lot of guys that were really tired, that will have another, if we did the tour, they would have another year without really pre-season. So the list I said, Federico Ruzza, Michele Lamaro, Martin Pasrelo, Paolo Garbisi, Nacho Brex, Ange Capuozzo, Monti Ioani are part of the guys that we analyzed and we said these guys need to rest and are not touring, and other guys will have their chance. But all the guys I said, they are not on the pitch against you, they won't be in the pitch against South Africa either, they stayed at home.
Okay, thank you for your time, coach.
Thank you very much.
Okay, ons gesels bietjie met Jack Burger. Jack, vertel ons net bietjie hoe lyk die span? Ons ken voor ek by enigiets touch, Cliven was afgehaal eers in die vorige wedstryd. So bietjie miskien van 'n update.
Ja, Cliven het 'n ligte besering opgedoen. As ons wou kon ons hom druk om hierdie naweek te speel, maar ek dink die groot doel is om Afrika beker om te kwalifiseer vir die wêreldbeker. Ek weet almal hierso wil graag in Italië speel, die toets vir Italië speel, maar ons almal weet wat die einddoel is, en dit is om te qualify vir die World Cup. So ons gaan besluit om hierdie naweek 'n ruskans te gee. Hy was laas naweek het hy baie goed gelyk. Ons weet dat ons in Cliven het so en selfs met Oliver Koets ook ligte skouerbesering opgedoen. Ons wil ook hier hierdie week hier. So kom ons gaan ook
Veld die en ek stem saam 100%. Takeaway points van Pumas se game af.
Ja, baie positiewe goed. As jy kyk na die vorige wedstryd 'n jaar terug, het ons met 90 punte teen die Pumas verloor. So aan klaar in 'n punte aspek lyk dit al klaar baie beter, maar as ons kyk rondom strafskoppe, die hoeveelheid strafskoppe wat ons afgestaan, ons dissipline is iets wat ons teen Uganda ook in die steek gelaat het. Ons kom in goeie areas van die veld, ons kom net in ons ritme en dan staan ons 'n strafskop af, dan moet ons weer van voor af begin. Selfs as met Uganda gebeur het, maar soveel positiwiteit. Ons hoe physical die ouens was, hoe ons ingeklim het, hoe ons bly fight het tot die einde. Daar was al klaar baie beter beheer rondom hoe ons die wedstryd wil speel, en dit gaan net beter met tyd raak. En die goeie ding is om spanne teen Pumas en Italië ook hierdie naweek is die spoed waarteen hulle speel.
Yes.
Jy het net so 'n klein tydjie om te reageer, om in plek te kom en om in jou shape te kom. So dit gaan ons net so goed voorberei vir Afrika beker. So nee, ons dink regtig is ons op 'n goeie plek. En ons bly veg. Ons wil hierdie naweek vir die mense wys dat ons kan kompeteer. Ek weet dit klink seker vir baie mense soos 'n droom, maar wat het ons om te verloor? Ons moet uitgaan, ons moet kan bewys. Ons wil mense trots maak weer in Namibia. Dis ons eindgoal. Ons gesê van die begin af, ons wil hê mense moet kom kyk en wen of verloor moet hulle kan sê hier's 'n span wat regtig vandag hulle alles gegee het, en ons sal dit weer Vrydag gaan doen.
Okay, nou as ons kyk by debutants, ons het vir Jurgen Meyer wat debut in die span, Danny van der Merwe kry ook sy kans in die span. Vertel ons net bietjie met die decision, en ek sien Andre van den Berg speel nou fullback, en Tian het nou ingeklim op loskakel. Ja, so yes. Vertel ons net bietjie van die changes.
Ja, dis van die manne het nou teruggekom. Obviously Louis van der Westhuizen, die ouens van Cheetahs af, Arno Skotsee ook teruggekom. Soos vir Tian op loskakel, en met Cliven wat uit is vir Andre heel agter toe geskuif, waar hy ook baie van sy rugby al gespeel het. En ja, dis lekker om 'n paar jong mannetjies hulle eerste toets te gee. Dis ongelooflik. Ek sien nou vir die manne wat 'n voorreg. Wat wil gee om teen Italië my eerste toets te speel in Namibia op die Hagi Geingob stadion. So ongelooflike voorreg vir daai manne, en ons sal seker maak as vir hulle 'n spesiale dag wen of verloor, I mean, dit is wat 'n geleentheid om jou hand op te steek en vir die land te wys en vir die almal te wys in die rugby kringe te wys dat ek is hier, ek wil kies my, ek is reg om te speel. Maar ons soek dit. Ons wil hê die ouens moet hand opsteek en verantwoordelikheid neem en sê hoor, ek wil vir hierdie span speel. Ek wil nommer 1 in my posisie wees. So ons gee hulle daai geleentheid en hooplik kan hulle dit gebruik.
Okay, en voor ons wil laat gaan, dis alles voorbereidings vir die Afrika beker. As ons kyk met progress en met wat jy so ver gesien het, hoe voel jy oor die boys en hoe voel jy oor die oor ons kansse met die Afrika Cup?
Nee, ons is baie positief. Ek weet dit gaan baie moeilik wees in die Afrika beker. Ek weet daar's Afrika spanne wat 'n groot step op gemaak het. En ons doen dieselfde. Ons is onder geen illusie dat dit gaan maklik wees nie. Ons weet ons is die favorites hierdie jaar, waar's ander jare altyd die favourites was. Hierdie jaar is dit 'n open season. So ek is ongelooflik opgewonde rondom die hoeveelheid kwaliteitspelers hier is wat ons in hierdie groep het en nie net die spelers, die tipe mense wat ons hier het. Ouens wat sal veg tot die einde toe, ouens wat nie opgee nie, ouens wat bereid is om te leer, om te groei. Hier's die egos hier nie, ouens wat maak of hy beter of die ander as die ander ene is nie. En dieselfde met die afrigtingspan ook. Ons is almal een span en ons weet wat vir ons voorlê. Dit gaan 'n ongelooflike tawwe weke en maand wees wat vir ons voorlê. Maar ons voel ons is op 'n goeie plek en ons bly groei elke naweek. So ons het een oog, een doel in sig en dit is om die Afrika beker kampioene te wees en om na die 2027 wêreldbeker toe te gaan.
Okay, reg, dankie vir jou tyd, Jacques.
Dankie.
Cool.
the breakthrough. As they break through, tackle strongly there by the backline of Namibia. Danko Berger it was. Italy having an early advantage here, letting the ball flow. Being met well in the tackle by Namibia, forcing a knock-on over there. Great attack there by Italy. Namibia showing guts and determination there. Meeting the Italian counterpart strong in the tackles. Italy gaining meters early on in the game. Showing brute power and agility. The last time a tier 1 country played in Namibia was in 2001, and it was Italy. They played against Namibia. Strong scrum there by the Namibians. Carried strong into contact by Danko Berger. Holding on to the ball there. Italy looking to go to the touchline. Deciding to go out to the touchline. It's Dare. Giacomo Nicotera about to feed the ball into the throw. Gets it onto his lock. And with a strong defense. Italy gaining some meters. Referee Andrew Brace.
7-0.
Gives a yellow card to the Namibian number 2. Italy with the penalty try. Play is going to resume shortly. An Italian player is receiving medical treatment on the field. Louis van der Estesen will have to be in the bin for about 10 minutes. And there he is, the Italian player that is injured. Quick pause in the game for the player to receive treatment. These Italian players, all professional players that play in the URC. Only 3 of them not having faced any test opponents as yet. These are the likes of the under 20 player last year, Mirko Belloni. He plays at fullback and plays for Rovigo Delta at the age of 21, weighing in at 99 kilograms and 1.87 meters. He has the opportunity to showcase his talent here today against the Namibian national team. The second player that doesn't have a cap as yet as well is Mohamed Hassa, a prop for Zebre. He's 23 years old, weighs in at 119 kilograms, 1.81 meters. He is born in Albania. The third player that still doesn't have a cap for Italy on the bench today is Tommaso Di Bartolomeo. He's a hooker for Zebre Parma, at the age of 24, weighs standing tall at 1.8 meters, and is yet to showcase his talent for his national team. But he will get a chance today against our national team. The player has been taken off the field and is going to receive medical attention, further medical attention that is. And we have the Namibian team is about to kick off again. Italy with a knock. Strong take there by Namibia. Tucked in with third. Is the ball onto Andre van der Berg. Being met strong in the tackle there. Max Kajicheko. Strong in contact. Disruption there by the Italian player. The rucks. Andre van der Berg with the ball. Gets to his forwards. Italy meeting Namibia strong in the tackles over the double hits. Penalty to the Namibian team, says the ref. Namibia decide to go for the post. Legal tackling there by the Italians, being penalized by the ref. Strong contact there by the Italian players and the Namibian counterparts. And it's over! 3 points for the Namibian team. The score is now 7-3 in favor of Italy. All the players will be in front of the kicker. Namibia now has a free kick penalty, and they opted for the scrum. Namibia now making a substitution. Sacrificing the 8th man Adrian Boyson for Combrick.
Because the hooker of Namibia, away from the West, is in the Silman with the yellow card. Armand Combrand, the reserve hooker, is now on with Adrian Boyson having to leave the field.
Jacques Theron about to feed the scrum. Namibia strong in the contact there, coming from the scrum, gaining some meters on Italy. Now playing the ball in the Italian half. Great block there by Italy. Carrying the ball into the Namibian half. Danko Berger falling onto it. Super defense there by the Namibians. Italy coming away with the ball. Now coming into the Namibian half. Attacking. Breaking through tackles. Breaking through the tackles once again. Italy letting the balls flow through the ball. Carrying the ball strong into the contact. And they are not being penalized for holding on. Flowing the ball. Now losing the ball in contact by the Italians. Picked up there by the Namibians, getting a chance to clear their lines. Andre van der Berg deciding to play. Aquino Isaacs carrying the ball strong into contact over there. Immense contact being made there by the Italians and the Namibians. Namibia deciding to clear their lines. Still in their half, however. Getting the ball close to the halfway line. Great defense there by the Namibians. Stopping Italy from scoring their second try, I mean. Very competitive match this is proving to be. Strong interactions there physically by the two teams. The two teams are proving to be even in the tests of power. Which is great for a Namibian team that is actually a tier 2 country being compared to a tier 1 country. Or rather a tier 3 country being compared to a tier 1 country. Italy losing the ball into contact there. Strong tackles there by the Namibians. Great display of power there by the Namibian hooker. Chance here for Namibia to get out of their half once again. Italy taking the line out here, getting deep into the Namibian half. Italy with the maul. And the Namibians are meeting them strong in the contact. Great defense there by the Namibian team. And Italy breaks away with the ball, getting closer to the Namibian try line. Strong defense there by the Namibians. Namibia proving to be strong in the defense. Great attacking there by Italy, but the Namibians are proving to be strong in the defense. Is Italy over? Is it held up? The ref is going to let us know. Strong defense there by the Namibian national team. A great show of character and strength. Held up, says the referee. So Namibia gets an opportunity to clear their lines once again. Italy with the ball once again. Vincent. Met strong in the contact there. Great defense by Namibia. Proving to be a problem to Italy in the defense. Prince. What a tackle. Dani van der Merwe with the tackle. Onto the Italians they are. Holding on, says the referee. And the crowd is hyped up. A strong display of rugby there by the Namibians. Chance of dissatisfaction here by the crowd. It's a gentleman's game. Just a little bit of razzle-dazzle there by the guys. Showing each other a little bit of testosterone. Now maybe opting to go to the post here. Scores are proving to be tight in the early stages of the game. Close to a quarter of the game has passed by. About 5 minutes left. And the scores are quite close between the two teams. Namibia narrowing the margin. Putting only 1 point between them and the Italians. Andre van der Westhuizen is back on the field, and so is Adrian Boysen. Namibia now back to full strength.
Penalty goal by Tian Sonnenpoel again. Second one for him.
Only 1 point now in it between the Italians and the Namibians. The ball is in play by the Italians. And strong charge there by the Italians, stopping the ball in the Namibian 22. Not giving them a chance to breathe, are the Italians. Strong tackles there. The ball is cleared. Not out. The ball is carried back into contact there by the Italians. Strong charge there by the Italians. The ball is out. Electric pace there by the Italian. Italy with the throw. Carrying strong into contact and playing it in the hands. What a display of passes there. The number 15 with the try. Second try of the match there by the Italians.
Second try for Italy.
Taking the score now to 12-6.
While the fullback Jacopo Tulla. Italy now in the lead, 12 points to 6.
Dare with the conversion. Jacopo Trula with the try. Plays his rugby in Zebre.
The conversion is unsuccessful. Score
Unsuccessful
remains
conversion
12-6
there
in
by
favor of Italy.
Dare. Score remains 12-6 in favor of Italy. Namibia with the kickoff deep into the Italian half. Strong chase down there by the Namibians, pinning the Italians deep into their half. Italy with a box kick. Collected strongly there by the Italians. Nice grabber down the field to get them down into Namibia's half. Great clearance there by the Namibian fly half. Getting them back close to the halfway line, keeping them out of their territory. Or further from their try line, let me say. Italy getting the ball into contact, being meant well in the contact there. Strongly. Passing on to Max Kazicheko. Carried on strongly into the contact by Prince. Illegal rucking, says the referee. Namibia with a chance to get out of their own half. Now within 15 meters of the Italian half. Getting ready for a deadly, deadly attack. Andre stays in with the throw. Adrian Boyson with the carry. Italy stole it. Italy with the attack. Italy on the attack. .
12
Try, says the referee. Third try there by Italy.
Try for Italy by the number 12 inside center, Leonardo Marin.
Leonardo Marin, age 23,
Score now is
plays his rugby
17-6
in
favor of
Benetton.
Italy.
Comes with a try there, comes up with the try there. With a kick from his number 14, Paulo Odogu. Also plays his rugby in Benetton.
The likes of Inter Miami making it through to play. Messi's playing his former club against PSG this weekend, which we are really looking forward to. As we could also see, like there's a slight concern with the cooling breaks. The heat is quite intense up there, so which is an indication or a sign for them to prepare better for next year's
World Cup.
World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the big names are there, they are there, but not all of them, without a doubt. And we saw some unexpected wins. Flamenco getting it done against Chelsea, which I personally enjoyed. I don't know how you felt about
Most
that.
definitely.
That was a beautiful game, right? It's like, shout out Chelsea supporters. Thank you for entertaining us in the off season. But Flamenco did what needed to be done, and I guess that's the whole idea of this Club World Cup to, try and bring as many teams that you. That's the whole idea of this Club World Cup to, try and bring as many teams that you wouldn't see together facing each other and getting it done for the sake of football. How do you feel about America as a host? There's been several reservations, particularly from this side of the world, that folks feel like that's not an ideal place for a World Cup. Aside from the weather, their broadcasting style tends to follow the NFL template where there's, big breaks, you know what I mean? Some folks aren't really into that. Of course, there's other things politically and immigration, and football's full of immigrants. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, most definitely, Ashwin. And also you look at just the whole structure that they have in terms of hosting our African sides, for example, Mamelodi Sundowns, which we have to mention, which did outstanding against Borussia Dortmund.
They could have won
3
it.
goals, the goalkeeper out there. Yeah, in terms of their broadcasting, in America, it's a big show. It's an event. For the first time next year, we will have I think a half an hour halftime break. There'll be a concert or performance during the halftime, during the final.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to that. They usually bring a massive show, and we're excited for that, and hopefully one of us could make it to the World Cup next year.
All right, but let's get into our business of the day, betting with the best. Can you please take us through your slip, Javon, for this weekend?
As you see, I've gone with a lot of outsiders there.
Okay.
It's a massive bet.
All
I mean,
right.
$50 gets you 30,000.
Yikes.
$5 gets you 3,000. If you don't have that 50, you can put the $5 down. Botafogo, I like them. They did really well. They beat the champions of Europe, PSG.
PSG, yes. That's a little hard to say, but I hear you.
Yeah, but Benfica also, we saw them the other night. They played against Bayern Munich convincingly there. They beat Bayern Munich. So I would say that they will most likely get the better of Chelsea. One of the upsets that I personally feel is definitely going to win this weekend is Inter Miami. I think Inter Miami have a good synergy, excuse the pun, amongst Suarez, Busquets, Messi,
More synergy than PSG?
Jordi Alba. I do feel Inter Milan, based on Messi going back to his former club, playing his former club, and
Miami,
the way he left there.
Yeah.
I think Messi will come out and show why he is the GOAT.
Yeah, it's difficult to question the GOAT. It's like you've got a basketball tournament and Michael Jordan comes through, you've got to give him a chance. So
Exactly.
I understand how you feel about Messi. Can we quickly have a look at Brian's slip? What are your thoughts?
Inter Milan have a 2-goal advantage there. He feels that PSG can overcome that. Bayern Munich straight win against Flamengo, that's for him. 3 goals at least for Palmeiras and Botafogo. And then he also went with what I went for, which is Benfica beating the London side, which is Chelsea.
All right. So that's Brian's slip, and that has also been Javon's slip guiding us through it. Remember, you could bet with the mediocre, but over here, we JSB bet with the best.
That was Ashwin Berry and Javon Wilson, of course, taking us through some of the betting slips for this weekend. Now, we also spoke to, that is, Robinson Iyambo, who played football in his career. Of course, he is now a Brave Warriors legend and was part of the Legends team that traveled to Botswana. If you missed it, let's have a look again.
Side. Well, Mr. Yambo, can you just tell us how it was?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It was really good. It was a good experience. We managed to, it's actually a good initiative for SADC Legends and also Africa at large to be able to create network. Since after football, people go into different adventures, but it's also an opportunity sometimes to come and get those guys who are in business worlds also to provide sponsorships and stuff. But about the trip, it was really good. We really had fun, and we got to also remember, take the days back a bit. It was really a good trip, well organized, and hopefully, I hope we also have something like this in our own country.
All right. I'm sure there was a lot of faces, but among the faces, which one was more exciting to meet that side?
I think guys wouldn't really believe me, but the Zimbabwean team, there were a lot of guys like Peter Glovu, Esrom Nyandoro, those guys, Nengo Masha. It was really good rubbing shoulders with them also, and also have some discussions with them about Namibian football going forward. And also, hopefully, it was also good, exactly like the South African squad, most of the guys were the squad that was in the 2010 World Cup. So like the Lechalonyanas, the Noitumelen Kune, but it was really good, that was the most exciting, but the Zimbabwean squad.
Okay. Looking at the fitness of the guys when you went that side, I mean, sure most of the guys really not practice anymore, no football activities. Was that a big test for the guys?
Yeah, I think with honestly, especially with our team, it was a big challenge, because even in terms of preparation, the guys, we came together. I think the day before we left at Eros Primary School, we had a friendly there, but you could see, yes, if they can get the ball to their feet, they could play. But apart from that, compare our fitness to the other teams, they were more prepared, and also their physical appearance was much better than ours. I think they learned from this trip that going forward, we need to prepare, and then we also need to lose a bit of weight, if you want to keep it going.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Yambo, just tell me, what do you do now part time as a person that is retired from playing football?
Yes, I'm a full-time coach. I'm a full-time coach, youth coach. I'm just into football now. Going forward, I think in the upcoming months, I'm preparing to do my CAF license, and moving forward, I need to get my papers right because I really want to focus on football, on youth football, and also coaching youth football, because that's why one of the reasons also why I retired, because I really want to to concentrate, so I cannot focus on playing and also coming to coach. I just want to stay focused on coaching. So that's the way forward, That's what I also do.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Now, the pipeline, of course, is all about what's coming next, what's going to happen this weekend or this coming days. Of course, we have the Cool Sports Federation. Their team is departing to compete in the Commonwealth Pool and Billiard Tournament. Now, if you missed it, we did speak earlier on in the week to Reynold just to tell us more about his excitement towards the event. He will be traveling with other players, of course, but let's hear this interview from him.
Okay, so Reinhold, how do you feel about representing Namibia at an inaugural Commonwealth Billiards Championships?
Wow. As you can see, I'm very excited. Very, very excited to represent Namibia in the Commonwealth So international, this is my first time to represent this country, and I feel brave to represent this country. So now I understand why they call it Reign of the Brave.
Okay, now can you tell us about your preparation leading up to the championship?
Wow. Good question. So since we are the big fish here in the coast, we're struggling with our preparation because we play money games here. So when I want to play them, they're scared of me most of the time. But luckily, I have Omben, the legendal levels. So he helped me here and there because his game is very consistent. Most of the time when I need my preparation, I used to call him for preparation. The rest I just do it myself. But taking out the belts, I practice all the shows that I'm struggling with. That's all I do.
Okay, now tell us, what are you most looking forward to at the tournament?
At the tournament, because I feel the tournament is already started here. So since my preparation is part of the tournament already. So the shoot I'm doing here is the same shoot I'm going to do there. Secondly, I'm looking forward to new experience, because I'm going to meet different people with different experience. So I'm going to learn from them, and that's all I think.
Is this your first time competing internationally? If not, which other international events have you taken part in and how did you perform?
International is not my village. Oh yeah, it's my first time, because I only did it in my village, and this is the first time I'm doing this international, so to be honest.
Okay, what message would you like to share with young sports players in Namibia who look up to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I feel we are all newborn here since we just approved by Sport Commission now. So this sport now is no more bar game, is now internationally. So for them, I encourage them to focus and live jealous, not be lazy. Yeah, feel humble and grateful. Such opportunity will approach you to go represent the country abroad. So I'm very excited, and I'm encouraged everyone to join the queue. So you are next. You have fun, you are next. Jamonia Investment CC, we meet every day there, we practice together. So yeah.
Steeren with the feed onto Prince. Carries on to Boyson. Boyson with a strong carry. Gains a few meters for his team. Stays on his feet. It's Boyson. Stays on his feet is Boyson. Gains Namibia about 10 meters. Kino Isaacs with the ball. Kicks it out. It gives Namibia an advantage by placing the Italians about 20 meters into their half. Good play there by the Namibians.
The car key has Proverbs 3 verse 6 from the Bible on it.
Great strength there being shown by both teams. Italy keeping the ball into play there. Kicking it on to the Namibians. Danny van der Merwe doesn't read it so well. Penalty, says the ref. Calls the Italians back for a penalty. Has a word with Chucky. Louis van der Westhuizen. Ball is going to be kicked out by the number 15, Jacopo Atrula, clearing the lines for the Italian side. Getting the ball into the Namibian half, gaining position in meters. Another feed here by Giacomo Nicotera. Fantastic crowd here by the Namibians. With the throw is Italy. Strong carry there by the number 13, breaking through the Namibian defense. In is the number 13. Flawlessly done there by the Italians. Great display of rugby there by Tommaso Menoncello. Great play of rugby there by the Italians. Letting the ball flow through the hands and allowing Tommaso Menoncello, center from Benetton.
Number 13, Tommaso Menoncello.
2024 Six Nations Player of the Series.
Italy now in the lead, 33-6.
Great show of agility and strength by him. Fantastic try there by the Italians. Namibia with the restart. Beautiful kick there by the fly off. Getting the Italians back into their half, pinning them there. Strong tackles there by the Namibians, keeping Italy in their 22. This will be the last throw of the first half. The next stoppage play will be halftime. Referee asking for the boys to get the game flowing. Namibia with the throw. Great attack there by the Namibians. Namibia choosing to let the ball flow. Letting it go through the hands. Good kick there, still in play. Get it back into the half of the Namibians by the Italians. Good kicky there by the try by the number 15.
Another try for Italy.
Beautiful try there by Italy.
38-6, Italy now in the lead.
Carrying the ball back into the Namibian half. Putting through a little kick. And chasing the ball was the fullback. His second try of the match. Jacopa Trula, that was. Great pace shown there by the number 15. Giacomo Dare with the kick. And the ball is over. Leaving this point score at 40 points to 6 in favor of Italy. There will be a halftime competition by Enjoy. We're about to break for an ad break. And we're about to go for an ad break. Stay tuned.
Emergency there at your car, please go to your car immediately. M23238W. Unfortunately, we don't know what type of vehicle or the color, but please move to your vehicle immediately.
We are back at the Hagi Stadium. Dr. Hagi Stadium in Italy is about to kick off. Second half of the test match between Italy versus Namibia. Danko Berger with the catch, getting into space, gaining a few inches for Namibia over there, getting them just out of their 22. Jacques Theron there attempting a box kick. Beautifully hosted into the sky. Onto the number 15, onto the number 8, Vincent. Great catch there by the lock. Take there by Max Kachicheko. Italy through the hands. Center pairing there, carrying on the ball. Getting about 10 meters for Italy. Holding on, says the referee. Penalty for Namibia. There's an injured player there on the field. Fly off there by Namibia getting great meters there for his team, placing them in a better attacking position. Deep in the half of the Italian side, just above or just before the 22-meter line. Injury replacement here for Italy. Number 22. Giulio Bertaccini. Bertaccini replaces.
Replaces number 12.
Number 12.
Leonardo Marin.
Leonardo Marin. Leonardo Marin, that is. Couldn't see his jersey number. Leonardo Marin is the player replaced here by the number 22. Intros, Namibia, collected well by Jean Ronde at the back. Into contact by Boysen. Carried well by Ludik. Small mistake there by Andre van der Berg. Not finding his players with the back pass. Or with the pass out the back, may rather say. Another injury assessment there on the field for the Namibians this time around. Done with the on-field assessment, and we're about to continue play. Ball is going to be thrown by the captain, Nicotera. Nicotera feeds. Italy gaining meters with the ball. Italy gaining meters with the ball. Gaining tremendous meters with the ball. Staying with the ball is the captain. Carries the ball into contact is the captain. Pump pass, big pump pass, breaks through the line, and in for a try. It's the number 9, Alessandro Fusco.
Another try for Italy by scrum half Alessandro Fusco.
Fusco with the brilliant break there. Unfortunately, Namibia wasn't tight enough in their defenses and was unable to hold as Italy successfully penetrated through their defenses.
Try is converted by Giacomo Darey.
Giacomo Darey, the fly half of Italy, converting the kick of his scrum half counterpart. Now giving him a high five. Namibia about to get the ball into play again. Strong tackling there by the Namibians. Carried strong into the tackle there by the Italians. Andre van der Berg knocks it on. Caught there by Italians. Kicking it deep into the Namibian territory. Gaining meters, and now they're in the Namibian 22. Great clearance there by the fly half. Scrum half, Jacques Thieren. Quick thinking there by the Namibians to get themselves out of trouble. It was a smart attack there by the Italians, pinning Namibia back into their half.
Johan Litter, number 20, replaces number 4, Adrian Ludik from Namibia.
Adrian Ludik going down the tunnel for further assessment, being replaced there by Johan Luther. Italy with the line out. Successful line out there by Italy, another maul by them. Namibia managing to hold this one much better. Italy still breaking away. Strong mauling here by Italy. Now using it as a tool to rely on. Great carry there by the number 18. His first test cap for Italy. Penalty for the Namibians. Holding on, says the referee. Further punishment it is for the Italians there by the referee. Amazing kick. Amazing kick there by the Namibian flyer. Gaining much needed meters for the Namibians to attack from here. Namibia now with the killer instinct, with their tails up in the Italian half. Now planning to capitalize in the Italian 22. Moving forward with a maul of their own. Prince Khasep with the ball. Still on his feet, stays on his feet. Now a clean there. Lutic with the carry. Lutic with a strong carry. Penalty advantage for the Namibians. Van der Esterhuizen. Van der Esterhuizen with the carry over there. Manages to give the ball to Adrian Boysen. Getting closer to the line. Jacques Thieren over there getting tackled just before the try line. Prince Khasep gives the balls on to Van der Westhuizen, who was met well in the tackle. Penalty advantage it was for the Namibians. The ref is coming back to award Namibia with the penalty. Namibia has chosen to go to the line. Namibia with the take. Knock on, it is there by Kajicheko. Ball was knocked into his hands and was unable to keep the ball as he went into the contact. A replacement here for the Namibians. Jürgen Meyer it is. Now Alkino Isaks it is that's going to come off. Dani van der Merwe moving into the center position. Alkino Isaks coming off. Great display there by the UNAM backline player. Scrummage is here in the 5-meter mark of the Italian scrum line. Touchline, I mean. Penalty, says the referee. Amazing scrummaging by the Namibians. Great display of strength there by the number 3, Kutia. Strong carry there by Prince. Strong carry there by Prince into contact. Lutig with another carry. Namibia decide to continue. Danko Berger with the carry over there. Inches. Chucky being taken back there. Met well back in the tackle. Sealing off, says the referee. Namibia penalized. Italy about to make a substitution here. Bringing on 4 players at once. Massive change in their lineup. With the hooker number 16, Tommaso della Bartomeu coming in the 16 jumper. So is number 19, Andrea Zambinoni.
Reserves going on for Italy, Tommaso Di Bartolomeo, Mohamed Hassa.
Mohamed Hassa was on the field already.
All of them onto the field.
Andrea Zabonin. Stefan Varney as well. Players now being introduced. Intros Italy through the hands. Vincent with the carry. Into the lock and now the number 10. Great display of rugby there by Italy. Keeping the ball in play. Nicely through the hands. Getting the ball away just before contact. Strong in contact there is the Namibians. Great defense by them. Sucking into the players is Italy. Holding on. Was it? No. Strong in the tackle it is there, Prince Hostep. Italians are gaining some meters. Cutting back in there, it's the number 22. Great pass there by Namibians. By the Italians, I mean. And holding on to the ball, says the referee. Unable to finish off that play is the Italians. Being stopped in their tracks by the Namibians. Brutal game of rugby it is today. Body on the line, as they would put it. Kombrink is coming on for Van der Westhuizen.
16 Armand Kombrink replacing Louis van der Westhuizen at hooker.
Stolen there by the Italians. Kombrink with the carry, staying on his feet. Getting some valuable meters for the Namibians. Placing a high kick here for the Italians to catch. And Skivvy, the Yunnan player, set to defend against the Italians. Carrying the Italians back. A little riff-raff there by the players. Getting to know each other, as we would say in rugby. Just a word here by the referee. Captains are being called in by the referee to have a word. Referee shares a word and the game is to be continued. Fresh front line there for Italy it is. The number 18, first cap for the day, first cap for his national team. Strong scrum there by Italy, pushing over their Namibian counterparts.
Number 20, Ozon.
Manuel Zuliani, replaced there by number 20, Lorenzo Canone. Lorenzo Canone, number 20, has scored a try against Namibia in the Rugby World Cup in 2023. All too familiar with our Namibian boys, as I may put it. Bartolomeo with the throw. Great take there by Italy. Being held up there by Namibia in the maul. Namibia not giving up any inches. Great defense there by the Namibian boys. Staying on the ball. Gaining a scrum. What a tremendous show of courage there by the Namibian boys. Great defense. Amazing display of strength and courage. Substitutions here by the Namibians. Shikufa and Kutia coming off.
Number 17,
Bernarda,
number 18,
Sydney Halupe, replacing the props. Adrian Boysen coming off for Peter Diergat. Peter Diergat coming on the number 8. Number 22 replacing carry there by Danko Berger on the number 10 of Italy. Great kick there by, and it's a knock on by Italy. Wasn't a knock on, says the referee. So Namibia get to feed the throw. Combrick with the throw for Namibia. Combrick with the throw. Penalty it is to Italy, says the ref. Mr. Andrew Brace, the referee, age 37. Played international rugby for Belgium. He currently referees the URC in European Challenge Cup, European Rugby, and also at test match level. In 2023 in France, he was in charge of the Italy versus Namibia game. And here we have him again today. Here we have Italy charging on strongly. Scores another try here by Italy, bringing their score to 52 in their favor, 6 points in Namibia. They have now reached the half-century mark. Strong display of rugby here by the Italians. Proving to be too powerful for the Namibian counterparts. Like we said, the last tour by a Tier 1 nation in Namibia was in Italy in 2001, where they won the match 49-24. Even the Tier 2 tours are kind of rare. Tonga won last year in 1997. Samoa in 2003. They beat Namibia 40 points to 13. Russia won here in 2010 in January, but lost both tests in 2015 here by our Namibian team. Uruguay won 2 test matches here in 2017. They were ranked 18th and Namibia 21. Up takes Italy the ball. Strong into contact with the maul over there. Met well in contact by the Namibians. Breakthrough there, but knock on. Andre van der Merwe on to Theron. Gets it to the number 10. Pins the Italians back in their 22. Great kick there by the Namibian fly-half. Giving the Namibians a better attacking opportunity. Italy will have to gain the ball from the throw here if they wish to get out of trouble. Italy with the throw, another maul. Strong defense there by the Namibians. Another strong display there by the Namibians. Jason Bernarda, that is, that went for the ball. Holding the play in contact. Making sure they're the ones that come out with the ball at the end of the play. Gaining them a valuable scrum in the 22 of the Italians. Referee calls them back up for a small discussion. Referee asking them to keep the scrum up. Quick tap there by the Namibians. Moki there by Danny van der Merwe. Into the number 40. Oh, great tackle there by the Namibians. Almost broke away. Was it the Italian winger? Strong into contact by the Italians. Giving them another opportunity for a box kick to get out of their half. Into the Namibian half is this van der Berg. Tackled there well by the number 6, Italy. Littich with the pass onto Kombrick. Kombrick with the carry, stays on his feet, waiting for his support. Halupe trying to gain some meters. Kiki there by other kick there by Jacques Theron. Getting some valuable meters for his Namibian team.
We just want to ask the owner of the Silver Fortuner in 23238.
10 more minutes in this game.
Please go to your vehicle. There's an emergency.
Players still looking energetic and lively in this test match. Great tackle there by Prince it was. Just didn't manage to close in on him. Italy with the strong carries. Being met well there by the Namibians. Italy with the breakthrough over there. And the chase. Is it going to be Italy? And it's a try by Italy. Great chip and chase over there. Has the strength and the speed to chase after his kick and scores his own try. Great individual effort there by the Italian player. Strong, mobile and agile. Being able to finish off a move that he started. Giacomo Dare with the conversion for Italy. And the conversion is successful.
The try for Italy was scored by number 21 Stephen Varney, and the conversion was kicked by Giacomo Dare.
Stephen Varney, the try scorer, all too familiar with Namibia.
Italy now in the lead 59.
He started the game at the Rugby World Cup against Namibia for the Italian side. And now scores on Namibian soil. Carried into contact by Italy. Box kick by Varney. Van der Berg collects. Gets it over to Andre Meyer. Meyer is taken out. And ref says it's a forward pass. So they're coming back for the scrum. Substitution here by Namibia. AJ Kearns in jumper 21 coming on for Jacques Theron, number 9. Ref calls for a penalty. Ref calls them back for a penalty. Penalty to Italy, that is. Giving them an opportunity to go even closer to the Namibian try line and deep into the Namibian half. Namibia is now pinned back into the 22 by the Italians. Tomaso with the feed. Strong maul there by the Italians. Proving to be a problem for Namibia. Namibia manages to stop it. In goes the fullback.
Another try by fullback
Jacopo Trula.
Jacopo Trula.
I believe it's 3 for the day. I believe that is 3 for him on this day. What a great display of pace and agility. He has really proven to be a menace to the Namibian defense today.
The try is converted by Stephen Varney, number 21.
66 points to 6 in favor of Italy, with about 4 minutes remaining in this game. Namibia with the restart. Still no try yet for Namibia in this match. Peter Diergaard with the carry. Small break there by the AJ Kearns there with the chip. Carry there by the number 8. Referee says they can't take it quickly. The free kick has to be taken under his command. Great clearing kick there by Italy. Great clearing kick there by Italy to get Namibia into their half, into their own half, trying to pin them there. Gombrich with a chance to feed. Gombrich with the feed. In for Kasicheko, Kearns. Halupe. Strong take there on Halupe. He knocks the ball on there into contact. Scrum feed for Italy. The game is being played at an electrifying pace. These players here are leaving everything on the field. Takes a lot of guts and determination to be out there today representing your nation. Strong scrum there by Italy moving forward. Penalty advantage for them. Onto their backline. The ball's being passed to the back. Ball is being kicked out on the full, and penalty is called by the ref in favor of the Italians. Big scrum it was there by them. Great kick there by the Italians, gaining them the much needed territory to attack the Namibian try line. Quick throw there by the Italians. Maul it is. Defense there by the Namibians. The Italians are moving forward with the maul. Stopped in their tracks. Referee calls penalty here. "2,000 people today here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. A good number. great show of support here by the Namibian crowd. Ball is in by the Italians. Another penalty try. The second penalty try of the match.
The last points of the game made a penalty try against Namibia and the score in 73-6 in favor of Italy. We want to say them good luck to them for their tour in South
Match is
Africa.
done.
They are leaving for South Africa tomorrow.
The match is done. Namibia loses 73 points to 6 in favor of Italy. Italy has their next match against South Africa. This was just a preparation for them in their southern tour. This was also a good preparation for our boys who will be competing in Uganda for the qualifications of the World Cup.
On Tuesday, 8th of July.
Strong display of rugby by both sides.
For Uganda, and they will play the quarterfinal.
Giving both teams the much needed experience for their future endeavors.
Most probably after that against Algeria, and most probably in the final against Zimbabwe. Should they win all three games there, they will then qualify directly for the World Cup in Australia in 2027. Once again, all the best to Italy on their further endeavors here in Southern Africa. They will now move on to
Great display of rugby here by both teams.
South Africa, where they will then play 2
The
tests
game was
in
being
the
played
Springboks.
at an electrifying pace. Both teams gained a much needed
We want
experience.
to thank you all of you that came and watched the game.
Great crowd in
We want to
attendance
thank
today at the
our
Hage Geingob
President,
Stadium.
Excellency Dr. Ndayitwa,
Joined here at the stadium by our head of state,
also being here,
giving
also
us
our
the
Minister
necessary
of Sport, Mrs. Sandy Steenkamp, and all the board members of
morale
the
and support.
President, Mr. Peter Buffon. I want to thank all the match officials, the referee, Mr. Andrew Grace, and the assistants from South Africa, Morgan Pereira and Annie Barretron. Thank you very much. Also the Namibian match officials that were involved in the game.
Man of the match has been awarded to Italy's fly half, Dare Giacomo. Congratulations. Proudly sponsored by JSB Sports Betting. Bet with the best.
On the field we have Italy's fly half Dare, and he walks away with the JSB Sports Betting Man of the Match award. We are now getting ready for the interviews with the captains from the two teams. We are about to switch for an interview on the field with Namibian captain Danko Berger. The Italian players have now made a tunnel for the Namibian players. A show of great sportsmanship and camaraderie.
did put up a show. So we look forward to seeing how the Africa Cup is going to go. Dango is on his way. He's coming this side. We're about to hear from him. So, okay, so die kinders is hier so vir jou. Hulle soek autographs. Ek staan bietjie met Danko Burger. Danko, al hierdie games is voorbereidings vir die Afrika beker. Belangrikheid vir ons om te kwalifiseer. So vertel my net bietjie, is langlas wat ons sulke groot span gehad het om hier te speel. Hoe was dit net vir die boys en vir julle net om te toets waar die rugby is teen die manne?
Ja, Brian, het was 'n ongelooflike game geweest. Eerstens net baie dankie aan al die toeskouers wat vandag, ek weet dit is 'n Vrydag en manne moes afvat by die werk, so ek is baie dankbaar vir die skare wat uitgekom het. En dan ja, Italië is 'n span wat 6 nasies speel. Hulle het vir Skotland laas jaar gewen, hulle het hierdie jaar Wales gewen. Italië is 'n quality side, so is lekker om jouself te toets teen hulle om te weet waar ons as span is, veral nou met die oog op die Afrika beker. So vir ons, die scorebord, ja, die scorebord is een ding, maar vir ons baie goed om te sien waar ons is, areas waar ons moet werk om seker te maak ons wen daai Afrika beker om te kwalifiseer vir die World Cup.
Een ding wat ek kan sê is bloed, sweat en tears, daar's bloed op jou hemp. Maar kyk, een ding wat mense nie altyd verstaan is hierdie ons is professionele spelers. Ons span is opgemaak deur ons wat moet 8 uur weer toe gaan, 5 uur China gaan oefen, na oefening, maar nie almal sal verstaan hoe groot van 'n verskil daar is tussen ons lande nie, maar ons het opgedag, mooi gespeel. Die getal is nogal so baie nie. So vertel my, confidence wise vir die Afrika beker, hoeveel van 'n confidence booster is hierdie?
Ja, Brian, soos jy nou gesê het, nee, so ons begin in die oggend 4:45 gym. Oefen ons tot so 7:30. Dan gaan shower die ouens, dan gaan hulle werk toe. Vanmiddag weer van 5 uur af tot vanaand 8 uur. So dis nogal 'n opoffering en weer eens ek's baie dankbaar vir die skare wat nog uitgekom het. Ek meen sonder julle kan ons nie doen waarvoor ons lief is nie. So vir ons vat baie selfvertroue uit. Daar was vandag goeie goed geweest. Daar was nie net sleg geweest nie. So ons sal bou op baie goeie goed en die slegte goed sal ons uithaal en seker maak ons werk aan daai slegte goed. Maar die goed waar ons nie so goed is nie vir die Afrika beker dat ons kan fire en kan wen.
Voor jy nou signatures gaan sign, jy het 'n lekker bump, lekker wedstryd vir jouself gehad. Ons het jou gekyk van die begin af. Afgelope 3 wedstryde het jy lekker gejol. Hoe voel jy oor jou performance in hierdie wedstryd?
Ja, soos ek gesê het, Italië om teen hierdie manne jouself te compete en 'n paar lekker runs en te kry en 'n paar hits is altyd lekker, so jy meet jouself, jy weet waar jy is, so nee, dit was baie lekker geweest.
Geluk, Danko.
Baie dankie.
There we got to hear from Danko Burger, the captain or the vice captain of the Namibian team. Well played, wonderful performance. Hang tight, we're trying to get a hold of Italy's captain. There's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of people walking around here. So hang tight and we'll get it for you shortly.
We are here at the Hage Geingob Stadium live. Celebrations on the field, meet and greets amongst the players, people just getting to know each other. The Italian players are mingling in with the Namibian players, locals and internationals, just having a little chit chat about how the game went and how things are going. Great show of sportsmanship here. Players and locals interacting. We're about to go for the second interview. We're about to interview the Italian captain. We're about to interview the Italian captain on the field.
Okay, so we are joined by Sebastian Negri. Sebastian, lovely having you guys out here. A very physical match. Just tell me, what are your thoughts on? Before we talk about you guys, what are your thoughts on Namibia's performance today?
Yeah, it's never easy coming to places like this. The altitude's always tough. And we knew we had to start well, against these teams that are really proud, a bit like us when we go up against top teams in the Six Nations and back in the World Cup. It's similar, Namibia wanted to prove a point and we knew we had to start the game well. So I think we did that. Listen, I think our discipline needs to improve going into the Springbok game, but yeah, really proud of the team. And, yeah, lots to work on, but lots of positives too.
This was just preparations for you guys ahead of a big match against South Africa. Like you did touch on, the discipline wasn't on point today. Apart from the discipline, anything else you think the team needs to work on?
Yeah, listen, I think the discipline's a big one. And then also, just controlling our exits and kicking in the right areas of the field is going to be important against the Springboks. But listen, the main focus was today. We got the important win, comfortable win in the end. Lots of positives to take forward. It's been a great few days here in Namibia. A big thank you to all the Namibians and all the hospitality. It's been a special couple of days, and we can enjoy the win and then focus on South Africa.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, guys. That was Sebastian of the Italy team, born in Zimbabwe, actually. So please, hang tight. We still have a couple more interviews that we are lining up for you guys, and we'll be talking to you very soon.
Here at the Hage Geingob Rugby Stadium was a beautiful match by the Italians versus the Namibians. The Italians are on their way in the Southern Hemisphere tour. They're on their way to go face the Springbokker. Against Namibia was a great test for them to prepare. And also, likewise, for the Namibian boys, it was a great opportunity for them to take on to their preparation for the World Cup going into Uganda. Our boys will be leaving on Sunday. We want to thank you all that tuned in today. I want to say thank you for coming to support our boys virtually and physically here at the field today. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it here in this Namibian Rugby Society of ours.